Alright, today I'm going to do a quick video on the Nano VNA. They're trying to make this simple, unlike all the other ones that are on here. So most of these come in a box like this, and they're about $60 on Amazon. I've had this one a couple of months now, so I've had some time to use it and play around with it. And this is the better one. See the plastic case all the way around it. You don't want the one where the jog wheel sticks out, because you bump it and it'll break off. This is the Nano VNA-H, 0.9 gigahertz to 1.5 gigahertz, 300 megahertz to 950 kilohertz to 300 hertz. And this is using hardware version 3.6 MS. Anyway, I'll put a link to that. You can help out my channel. I get like a small percentage, but your price is still going to be the same, whether you order it using my affiliate link or not. But if I can get enough, Amazon will eventually probably let me do discount codes for my channel. So, okay, first off, normally when you get this, there'll be a bunch of traces on here. You'll have this menu map. Read it. It's going to help you. Back. So we start out with display, marker, stimulus, calibrate, recall, measure, SD card, and configure. Now, if we go into here to display, it'll have the trace. And see right here, you can see trace 0, trace 1, trace 2, trace 3. And if you tap on those, they'll all be enabled. And then you'll end up with the Smith chart and other things. But we don't want to, I don't want to look at this. It tells you what these different ones are. And these are on S11, which is this connector. S11, yellow trace is SWR. The green trace is the Smith chart. Log mag is the blue on S21, and then the phase is on S21. That's the purple one. So you just go like this, turn them off, and just leave the SWR one on here, because all we care about is testing our antenna. Okay, we go back to stimulus. We pick a start frequency, so we say 1.8. It would do M for megahertz. We're starting at 1.8. We'll tap the screen again. We'll hit our stop. And in this case, we're going to look at up to 30. We'll go 30 M. So now we have 1.8 to 30. We'll tap the screen again. And we'll go to back. We'll go to calibrate. This is important. Once you do this, then you can use it, but until you do that. So we have a saved calibration here, but we'll just go and hit reset. We'll remove all of them. Okay, we'll reset cal range. Okay. Now we'll touch calibrate. And it says open at the top, so we need to find the one that's open. You just screw it on here. I have no idea why this matters. It seems like you could do it without it on there. And then touch open. You'll see the thing go across there. You get a check mark. And then it'll go down to the next one, which says short. Okay. There's two of these. The one that you can see is a complete brass piece with a pin in the center is your short. Okay. You tap short, and then it does its thing. Take it off. And the next one is load, and this has got like a silvery piece. It's a 50 ohm resistor. And tap load. And then you're done. You don't need to do any of this other stuff. Click done. Save. And well, in this case, we'll save it in 0. And now that calibration is saved. Okay? Simple as that. Now take your adapter. These don't usually come with everything you need. Put it on the port 1 S11. Okay? Here is their cable and an SMA to SO239. We'll hook it to our coax here, or PL259. Okay. Now, and this will jump around if you wiggle it and touch it, and so the smaller the bandwidth that you sample, the more accurate this is going to be. That was a little bit loose, and you see it's not jumping around anymore. So now, you have that little 1 marker in here, and up here it shows your frequency. So let's go to the first dip that we can see here. So it shows 23.514 megahertz, and it shows the SWR 2.2. Okay. So this is just my loop antenna. It's not resonant. 4 to 1 at 15 megahertz. And you just use the jog wheel. So you get 1.8. What we got here? So we see the 3.1 at 3.774 megahertz. So now let me show you something else that we can do here. We'll go into here, and we're going to look at a smaller frequency. So we'll go to back, stimulus, start. We want to look at 3 megahertz, and tap here again, and our stop frequency, we want 4 megahertz, okay? So now we've got it set there. We actually have not calibrated it. So then we need to go in and click back. I think you can still do it without calibrating it. But once you save these things that you're going to use, they'll be ready to go on here. So calibrate. And you can see the green one there is for our old one. So we click calibrate. Okay. And we get our, where is it at? Our open. Okay, that's done. Our short. It's done. We're going to load 50 ohms. And it's done. We'll click done. Save number 1. So now we have one on number 1 and number 2. Now another thing that you're going to do if you don't have an antenna like mine that's a loop, if you have a dipole or anything that can build up electricity, short out this terminal. You take it like and lean it up against here. Short it out so there's no electric buildup on it. You will destroy this thing. Okay. Now we're able to look at the antenna, you know, much closer. So we're looking at 3 megahertz to 4 megahertz. And we can scroll through and see, well, we're 13 to 1 at 3 megahertz. And we're 3.7 to 1 at 4 megahertz. And we can see that our dip right here is at 3.870. And now it shows that 1.07 to 1. So now this is why I showed you this, because when we looked at it on the other one, we didn't see anything that low. So it doesn't have as good a resolution until you look at this frequency. You can't swipe the whole HF band and get good resolution and accuracy. You can get a general idea, and then you need to go through and fine tune it. So this is how I like to use this. This thing is capable of a ton of other things. And the more that I learn, the more I'll share with you guys. So hopefully this helps you guys. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to buy one of these and help my channel, click the link down below in the description. It'll go through my affiliate for Amazon. You should be able to get this thing in 2 or 3 days. It should be about $60, and they work great. There's also a spectrum analyzer version of this, but if you're watching this video, you're probably just getting started, so we won't get into the spectrum stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching.